Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 games of the year on the Quest. It has been one heck of a year for VR this year. We have had so many good games, so making a list of my top 10 favourite was incredibly hard, I'm not going to lie to you. So what I've done with this list is it's my favourite games I have played this year. Some of these games didn't necessarily come out this year, but they've been updated and they've been kept relevant to me via their updates, so that is why they're on the list. Majority though, these games have dropped in 2021 and it's just been a damn fine year for it. If you're finding this video because you've just picked up your Quest, these games are going to give you the most mileage and the most entertainment that you possibly can. If you're a veteran and you've played a lot in VR, well, if there's any on here that you haven't seen, go get them in your life, and trust me when I say this, I completely recommend every single one of these games that I'm talking about today. So without further ado, I feel like we should jump straight into this list and get started talking about what is in my top 10 games of the year for the Quest. So coming in at number 10, we have Walkabout Mini Golf. Now this is a game that I only picked up probably about 2, maybe 3 months ago. Me and my partner, we literally love this game together. Like, she gets in on a Quest 1, I get in on my Quest 2, and we spend like a couple of hours doing this once a week, jumping in and playing some mini golf. If you're unaware of what this game is, I mean, it's all kind of in the title, but it is Walkabout Mini Golf. So you go in, you can play a bunch of different courses. They have a ton of different courses and they keep adding to it, which is making it even better. They've added now customizable characters as well, which is like a big plus for me. Basically, this game is just a really fun way to socialize and spend some time with either your loved ones or some friends. It's just a good time. Get in, play a few rounds of mini golf. There has like a little mini game that's kind of inside it where you can hunt around the courses and you can find the balls and you can add to your collection of golf balls, which I quite like because when someone else is taking a shot, you can go around, find your golf balls and enjoy yourself. It just kind of adds value to the game in my opinion. And just kind of makes it even more fun to play. So I really recommend this game if you're looking for something to play with family or friends, especially this time of year when, like I say, a lot of new people are getting into VR, or you'll want to show it off to your family. It's a really chill experience, it's not intense, and you can just get in there and just have some fun. So definitely well on my list, and in at number 10, Walkabout Mini Golf. In at number 9, we have The Climb 2. Now this game I absolutely adore. I love this game, I love The Climb 1, I love The Climb 2. I'm a bit sad that The Climb 2 isn't on PC because I'd like to see it with like that extreme high fidelity of graphics, but nonetheless this game still delivered. It's a very cool and unique experience of feeling that vertigo and feeling the scared, oh my god I'm gonna fall kind of feeling. They added some really cool experiences in this one, including like climbing around the city, which was probably one of my favourite experiences in The Climb 2 because it kind of adds the fear factor to you. But all in all, this is filled with absolutely beautiful environments that you can go around and explore whilst climbing, and the climbing physics in this are really spot on. So if you enjoy this kind of just zen, relaxing / mildly stressful and terrifying experience, then this is definitely going to be for you. And also I think this is good for new people in VR because you're not moving around a whole bunch other than things that you feel like you're in control with, so you don't really get that motion sickness feeling, you don't really get any of those kind of worries. So it's definitely a good one for you guys and gals that are getting into VR, or if you just want to show VR to someone, again, this is a really good one for you to be able to drop people into and then not feel too like overwhelmed with what's going on. Plus you haven't got to shoot anything, so you know, it's just a nice experience. So I definitely recommend this if you want to chill, good time. Then The Climb 2 is there for you. Why it got that way, I don't know. There's just next one. Number 8. Next up is number 8, Population 1. Now this game, oh my days, I've spent far too many hours in across this year. I have fallen in love with this game, fallen out of love, fallen back in love, fallen out of love. So many times across this year. It's been a really cool experience. All joking aside, it's actually a really fun game. The only reason I ever stopped playing this is because I kind of go through spits and spats of it where I can't stop playing and then I'm like, right, enough's enough, I must do some other things with my life. But yeah, all in all, this is super cool. If you're unfamiliar with the game, it's essentially a really cool, not Fortnite, but Fortnite-esque type battle royale experience where you can get in, you can build, shoot, run around, team up with a couple of people and just have a blooming good time. I really enjoy this. The content drops in this game have been pretty spot on as well for keeping things alive, different modes, different sort of ways of experiencing the game. So yeah, all in all, I feel like they've really delivered this year and they've kept the life in the game. It's still an insanely popular game, which is super rare for any multiplayer stuff in VR. But they've really kept the community together in this, which that alone makes me super duper impressed. The other side of the thing is it's one of those games where you can literally jump into with a couple of randoms. You don't have to know the people that you're in with, and you'll always have a good time. I haven't come across any people that are bad or douchebags at all in this, which is really surprising. I mean, there's a lot less toxicity in VR gaming anyway, I've found personally. But yeah, super cool experience. If you're into that and you want a really solid battle royale experience, then Population 1 is a winner for you. Number 7. In at number 7 we have Stride VR. Now this is one of my personal favourite games. I play it too much. I just really love this one. It's such a good cardio workout as well, because to run in this game you actually have to go with your hands and really give it some oomph. Keeps you interested in this and keeps it kind of physical. If you're unfamiliar with this game is essentially parkour in VR. So it is so much fun, man. Jumping around from building to building, doing your things, and then on top of that you also have enemies that you have to sort of cap off along the way. Boom, 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 keeping it interesting. Or you have like the unlimited runs that you can do, which essentially is just a non-stop running experience. It gets harder and harder and harder the further you go through it. Or you've got like little challenge modes that they've added in across this time, and customizables as well that have been added across this year. Basically, it's a great game. It's super duper fun, very addictive, and it's one of those games that you can put on once a day and just lose yourself to it, relax. Well, not really relax, kind of get physically sweaty, but definitely fun, and it's sort of like an intense experience that I recommend. You know, if you want to experience what parkour's like without actually having to break your legs, you know, it's a cool game. So make sure you check that one out. Number 6. Next up at number 6 we have Smash Drums. Now this very quickly recently has become one of my favourite games for rhythm based games. Honestly, goodbye Beat Saber, stinky poo poo, welcome Smash Drums, because this game is the frickin' nuts. I've had just so much fun in this. If you're unaware of the game, what it is a rhythm based game where you play the drums. Now on the surface you might be thinking, really? And I'm like, yes, really, okay? Get hyped, excited about this one, and it's definitely one you should be picking up. It has a ton of content in it, so you have a bunch of different songs that you can be playing, various different difficulties that you can be doing it at. No matter whether you're an amateur or whether you're really good at the game, there's going to be something in there for you to do. On top of that, they've also included in this now a really solid multiplayer experience, which I really enjoy. Also, they did the one thing that Beat Saber apparently couldn't do, which is include voice chat in this, which makes it so much better, because you can actually have a laugh with your mates, you can chitty chat while you're playing, or get in with some randoms and just enjoy yourself. All in all, this is such a fun game. Visually, it's a really pretty game, but my god, when you get the run of hitting those drums in the right way, getting into your jam, trust me, it feels so damn good. And yeah, pretty much doesn't matter what level of experience you are, there's something to cater for everyone in this game, and honestly, it's again one of those games you could show to someone to get them into VR, because it's so addictive and fun. I couldn't recommend it enough. Get Smash Drums in your life. Yeah. In at number 5. In at number 5 we have Resident Evil 4. This took the internet by storm when this dropped. I mean, the campaigns that, Oculus pushed out on this, not Oculus anymore, Meta isn't now, the campaigns that Meta put out on this were freaking insane, quite frankly. Yes, there is a huge nostalgia hit there for everybody, and I think it's why it's made it to this point on my list. It's not my personal favourite game of the year, but it is definitely one that has to be recommended, as it is a solid experience. Pretty much ask virtually any creator, they've been talking up about it and saying how good it has been, and also it's a very long campaign, so if you want the monetary value back for what you put into a game, then you're definitely going to earn it in this with a huge campaign. And of course the massive nostalgia hit for Resident Evil 4, which is probably one of the more popular ones of the franchise. So guys and gals, I would definitely recommend you get into this. It's pretty damn cool, it has some very unique things about it, and it's just a good game. Go get Resident Evil 4 in your life and you'll thank me later. Number 4. In at number 4 we have Resist. Now this game, oh my god, I adore. If you want to feel like Spider-Man in virtual reality, this is probably the closest you're going to get. Now, yes, some people were saying, oh, you would just play the little Spider-Man demo. No, it will not give you Spider-Man vibes the same way this game will. Now, trust me when I say this game is just the freaking nuts. I'm so impressed with what they've managed to achieve on a quest. You have an entire city to zip round in and save the day and do a whole bunch of tasks and loads of missions. You essentially go in there as this rebel and you are going to help take this city back and get rid of all the baddies and do it in the coolest way possible, because you get grappling hooks to swing around from buildings. It has an insane physics with the way that it works to like arc your swing and actually feel like friggin' Spider-Man. On top of that, it has some insanely cool guns, and you get to fight a load of really cool battles against like drones and massive mech things. Yeah, that's how I'm talking about that. So yeah, all in all, I've loved this game so much. They also have a bunch of new content that's going to be coming out next year for it, so this is one to get in your life. I would say this though, straight off the bat, probably not the best game to get into for your first game in VR, because it's obviously quite an intense one, but nonetheless, once you've got your VR legs and you're feeling a bit more comfortable in VR, trust me when I say, pick this game up. It's sick. Sick! In at number 3. Number 3, we have I Expect You to Die 2. Now, I Expect You to Die 1 was one of my top games. It's one of the early games that I played on PSVR way back when. And the fact that they made a second one makes me so happy. Now, Shell Games is a fantastic developers, man. I know them well at this point, and I've got to say, I loved I Expect You to Die 2. It was so much fun with whimsy and fun storytelling. You got Will Wheaton in it as well, which is quite a nice little touch. But more than anything, the puzzles are super duper fun. You can come back and replay it again. You've got that replayability to this game. There's also a bunch of content already in it, and it's just a really fun story to explore. So if you're looking for like a fun puzzler, sort of escape room type feel game, this is the one for you. And it's so fun along the journey, and it's just a solid made game, man. These guys set an example for how you should make this type of game, and yeah, I don't know how else I can sell this to you other than just saying, get this in your blooming life. I've played through it twice now, and I've loved every single second of each playthrough. So go pick that up, trust me. You will thank me later. In at number 2, we have Saints and Sinners, the Walking Dead game that is honestly one of the most solid and comprehensive games that you will ever play in virtual reality. The fact that they got this to run on a Quest is nothing short of a freaking miracle, because honestly it still looks so good on a Quest. It's just an incredible experience. If you've ever wanted to actually feel like you're in a Walking Dead or a zombie apocalypse, my god, they nail it. It's so perfect with its own story that doesn't rely on the IP alone, and it just is just a great experience. Now, the reason this really made it onto its list this year really is the DLC that they brought out. They brought out a whole new DLC called Aftershocks. They added in so much more gameplay into the game so that you could experience all of the levels again, get back in and just really enjoy yourself. Personally, I love this game. I've spent so many hours in this game. It's outrageous. Super cool fun. Get in there, zombie slaying goodness, and you know, it gets pretty freaky at points as well, man. There are some points you'll definitely get made jump, but it's not a horror game. It's more of an experience into the apocalypse. What it could be like. You never know, we may find it. Who knows what 2022 will bring. At this point, I'd be surprised by virtually nothing. But anyway, go get Saints and Sinners in your life. It is a solid game, worth every single penny. You'll get every penny back out in the time that you play in this game. So, trust me, I feel like I've said that too many times, but you'll thank me later. Number 1. In at number 1, we have After the Fall. Now, this game has only just recently dropped, and I mean very recently. I love this game. Vertigo Games has brought us my game of the year, essentially, at this point. I freaking love this game. I have spent so many hours playing this game now, in the Quest version and the PC version. I've made new friends. I've had just some memories that will stay with me, like your gaming memories, you know. I've had this feeling of just not being able to stop playing it. I've been able to like just jump in all the bloody time. If I get a spare moment, yes, I'm playing After the Fall. I can't stop playing it at the moment. I can't wait to see what they do to support this game in the future. For me, this is such a no-brainer to go at number 1, because honestly, it's the game I've probably spent the most hours in 2021. So, and that says a lot. I mean, it's not even been out very long, and I'm chunking up the hours. So yeah, what more can I say? This game is amazing. Get in as a team of 4, go through destroying the snow breed. Oh my god, working your way through each level is such a feeling, man. It's such a moment. It's a good bonding experience with friends as well. It's just, all in all, it's friggin' incredible. If you've ever played Left 4 Dead, you're going to feel at home with this game. Now, you go through it destroying the snow breed, like I've said, which are like a snow zombie type-esque creature. You go through destroying the bosses, and also on top of that, it has a really solid PvP mode. Wow, apparently I couldn't get that out of my brain. Solid PvP mode where it is 4v4, and it's a really fun way to end a session. If you've gone in and done a few runs, you want to end off the night, go into some PvP and have some fun with that. So there you go, guys. That is my full top 10 list, and it's incredible because it was a hard list to put together because there's been so many good experiences coming out across this year, but I'm very happy with the way that I've done this. Now, if you have a different personal top 10 list that you would like to tell me about, drop it down in the comments, your top 10, and I can have a look at it and we can have a bit of a healthy debate about it. Also, if there's anything you feel that really strongly should have been on the list, then hey, drop it in the comments down below. Then you can help people out finding some some awesome games themselves that add to the value of this video. I hope you've enjoyed this, and man, I hope you've enjoyed gaming across this year because it has been one hell of an experience. And if you're just getting into VR now and you're looking at videos like this to try and get an idea of what to play, you're in for a ride, man. There are a lot of really solid games out there that you can go and experience. A lot of really solid experience you can do with friends nowadays, and some solid ones for yourself if you just want to play solo. So you're in a really good time of VR. And man, I can tell you this already, next year is shaping up to be a hell of a year as well. So there's going to be plenty of more games coming out next year to keep your eye on. And hey, if you want to keep up to date with all of that stuff, if you want to keep up to date with all the new game releases, all reviews and all the fun stuff that can happen in VR, then make sure you subscribe to this channel, because that's where you'll find it all. Notification bells on, baby. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, smash like, because I appreciate that and it does help me out a little bit. So make sure you do those things. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Roll outro!